Hi, my name is Swaraa Joshi. I go to Carmont High School, and next year I'm going to be a junior. I use she, her pronouns.
Hi, I'm Urvi Kulkarni. I use she, her pronouns. I'm also going to be a junior at Carmel High School next year.
2 years before we did our project, our school's green team did pretty much the exact same thing as us, but with the 2020 lockdown, for like 2 whole years, when they first shut the school down, they got rid of that tri-bin system, and it was never put back out when the school got back into hybrid mode, and then when like the school fully reopened this year, nothing really happened. So I guess the biggest effect that I saw of our community impact project was pressuring the people who were once in charge of first putting tribans into our school, and like making sure that they knew how important they were.
One of the issues was that there weren't any signs on the bins. So the main change that we're going to have next year is one, they're going to be organized in tri-bins instead of like, because before they were in like random groupings of like a trash and a compost, or like a trash and a recycling, or a recycling and a compost. And when there wasn't trash next to the recycling or compost, people just put their trash in the recycling and compost because obviously like people have places to be, or they're just lazy, they don't care. So like that's one thing is we reorganized. So next year the tribans will be reorganized and placed into groups of three, and then there's going to be those signs.
Planning the People's Earth Day just like introduced us to another facet of environmental like advocacy and like action planning, because like seeing people plan these protests on the news and stuff, like it seems like it takes a lot of work, but like when you're actually planning it, you know that there's like 1,000 people who are helping out, and like a bunch of different people are not all doing every single part, but you each have your own like thing that you can do to contribute, which just shows that like anyone can really help with something like this, and it's not that hard to get your voice heard.
School is for the students, so if they're seeing something wrong, I think it's important to really take it to heart and consider how like consider their ideas, because that's what school is for. um and then for adults in general, I think that I just want to say to not like view youth as like below them, like that they're better than us, because I mean, yes, you're probably more educated, but um at the end of the day, we're going to be alive after them. And if the world is in a horrible state, we're going to have to deal with it. And you turning a blind, like, what's this phrase? Like a blind eye, I don't know if that's the phrase, like towards us is pretty selfish.
When youth voices their concerns, um don't take it like don't try and ignore it, because usually their concerns are being observed like daily, like they're because they're actually attending the schools, and they're actually living the same places that you are, and like if a concern is voiced, like don't devalue it because they're living the same experience. So yeah, I would say definitely listen to youth in schools, especially. Maybe it shouldn't have to take complaints from your student body to notice that there's an issue. Maybe try and get more involved at the ground level, and like walk around the schools and say, hey, there's trash on the floor, like maybe there's a problem. So yeah, I would say like try and be involved in like the campus's issues and problems, not at the office level or at the district level, but at the student level as well, so it doesn't take many complaints for something to be done.